playing some Isaac. Start a prediction. Will NL win this one? Yes or no? I mean, I stand by what we were talking about just before the slash marker. Unrecognized gamepad. I mean, that's fine. I'm using my keyboard and mouse as always. The first... I know that the first computer was not like a, you know, an NZXT, you know, crisis playing personal computer. But imagine the thrill that must have come with inventing the first computer. That team gets my vote for the smartest group of individuals in history. It's crazy. I mean, you said it in chat, don't get me wrong, but like it's basically like you've figured out how to make a rock kind of think. Or at least like, you know, process information, which is, I guess, not thinking in a, I mean, thinking is more creative, I suppose, but kind of, it's not that dissimilar. It's closer than it is further away. Reddit ass take. Okay, who do you think's the smartest person in history? The guy who invented the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Yes. You probably think the smartest guy in history is some damn podcaster you got introduced to an undergrad. Don't even get started with me, okay? Sandwich is pretty good. I've never had it. Again, Popeyes is not that big here. In BC specifically. I think in other parts of the country it might be a little bit more popular. We don't have a whole lot of fried chicken chains in BC. We have really good Korean fried chicken in Vancouver for sure. We have some KFCs. We have a couple of churches, but we do not have a Popeyes. We do have, I think we have one Jollibee still, soon to be two. 50% chance to turn into a Zazel. You know what? I re-roll that. There's a Popeyes in Langley. Yeah, but then I would have to go to Langley. I went to Langley. Now we're talking. I went to Langley like 2 months ago to have brunch with my in-laws. And this is actually, it's a compliment for Langley more than anything else. But we had brunch. It was 6 adults, 2 children, and the baby. I was like, I mean, I did the son-in-law thing, right? Where I was like, I said I was going to go to the bathroom, but then I went to the front and I just paid for the meal before my brother-in-law could pay for the meal, because we're like the 2 people that have to fight for every bill. And I said, hey, I'd like to pay for our table. And then they showed me the bill. For 6 adults and 2 kids for brunch, it was like $86. And I was like, are you serious? This is like the cheapest meal I have seen for this many people since like the early 2000s. It blew me away. And the portion sizes were insane. I was like, what the hell's going on in Langley, man? Langley's like it's like being in a damn time machine. Richmond has a Popeyes too? Okay, you know, we do find ourselves in Richmond from time to time. It does seem like kind of a slap in the face for Richmond. Might have some of the best Chinese food in North America, to go there and then get a Popeyes chicken sandwich. You know, sometimes no matter how good the Chinese food is, sometimes you're just feeling a chicken sandwich, I guess. So there's one in Burnaby. Okay, you know what? It turns out there's no Popeyes in Vancouver, but there are many surrounding us. And I'll just be honest with you, I did not know that. So I plead ignorance. I've not tried the Jollibee spaghetti. I'll be honest with you, I never will. But I will try the Jollibee chicken. You don't want me to try the Jollibee spaghetti because I'm not going into it enjoying spaghetti to begin with. I'm a known spaghetti hater. My opinion on Jollibee spaghetti could not be less relevant. Also, isn't it, forgive the use of this word because it's not fair. Isn't the Jollibee spaghetti is kind of weird? Isn't it like sweet spaghetti? Yes, it's gross. Yeah. Yeah, very sweet. Well, okay, that was not good damage. We don't even bother ourselves with this. Make sure you go to the item room. There's ketchup in the sauce. I'm a known ketchup insulter, but honestly, I feel like anytime like I get ribs or something like that, I'm like, there's ketchup in this barbecue sauce. Like, I'm so smug. I'm like, oh, I would never like put ketchup on like a steak or something like that. But then ribs come out and the barbecue sauce has a certain ketchup tinge to it, and I'm like, I guarantee there's ketchup in this. It's like how when I was a kid, I didn't like mayonnaise, but then I would have like aioli and be like, wow, this is really good and tangy. I wonder what makes the aioli so tangy, man? It's so tasty. Same here, same here. Well, as a kid, I also said I didn't like tomato sauce, but I loved pizza. You know, it's like, takes a while for the human brain to fully develop. Hey, I got a honest question. And please only answer if you have a definitive answer to this. Where you live, can you get tangerine LaCroix? I know last year I did the tangerine, or not tangerine, I did the LaCroix taste test. I tasted like 15 flavors of LaCroix and ranked them. Recently, like within the past year, they came out with the tangerine flavor. I was able to get it one time, and it blew me away. It was the best tasting LaCroix I've ever had in my life. It required another tier above the tiers that I gave it in the taste test. Ever since then, I can't find it, man. I go to every Vancouver grocery store, it doesn't exist. You know, they got mango, they got orange. It's not the same. They got beach plum, they got peach pear. But I can't get tangerine anywhere. It's like it was a dream. I'm trying to find beach plum again. Honestly, we gotta engage in like a LaCroix swap situation. I would happily ship you some cases of beach plum in favor of some tangerine. Look online. Well, it's not that big of a deal. It's more, you know, I don't want to make it too easy on myself. It's the hunt for the treasure that gives it its meaning, you know? Tangerine was a social experiment by the Harvard Business School. I knew it. Have you tried Liquid Death? Okay, I don't understand Liquid Death. Cause it's just water, right? When I saw it, I thought it was like a marketing thing. Where it was like, wouldn't it be funny if we had the world's healthiest beverage, but it was called Liquid Death? Am I missing something? Or is that correct? It's just, oh, it's sparkling water. Okay, so it's not just canned, like, still water. Sure, you know what? Give me the member card. I'll try it. They have both. I was at a concert 2 weeks ago. They were charging like $5 for Liquid Death. Okay, at the risk of maybe seeming out of touch. Is that bad at a concert? That doesn't seem that bad. At a grocery store, that seems insane. $5 for water is a lot. Yeah, but at a concert, you're like a captive audience. I had to pay $7 for a bottle of Aquafina at a Canucks game because I forgot to bring my baby's water. I feel like, yeah, at a venue, $5. It doesn't seem that crazy. Aquafina's garbage. You're at the arena, dude. You got like no choice. What are you gonna do? Be like, oh, do you have any Evian? At least it's not Dasani. Absolutely true. Probably my most underrated tweet ever. It did okay, but it's not nearly as successful as it should have been. Good news, scientists found water on Mars. Bad news, it's Dasani. Once every 3 months, I just think about the tweet and I chuckle to myself. I was like, I was in rare form that day. That was... That joke absolutely could have worked in like a Jay Leno monologue or something. See, great news. Scientists have found water on Mars. Bad news. It's Dasani. Oh, man. Oh, dude. That would have killed on like a Tuesday night. Stapler? I believe I have my stapler. Someone more popular's got to steal that one. Dude, it wouldn't bother me at all. Especially after my Creative Commons take that, who cares if you credit the guy who invented round bush texture number 73 that you used in the game The Looker. Go ahead, take it, see if I care. Honestly, I told you, I've been watching a lot of Netflix stand-up comedy specials. The comedians right now could use all the help that they could get. So if they want to take that one, honestly, I feel like that's just, I've done a charitable act for like society. Because it has been a kind of a dire world out there. Or maybe, I don't know, like Netflix maybe because they had to lay off so many people and like they have budgetary concerns right now, maybe they stopped paying money for like the established comedians and instead started paying less money for like, I don't know, worse comedians, maybe, without being so rude. Okay, I didn't need to go in here. I mean, the ones that they came out with from the Netflix is a joke festival were all so annoying to me. I like a stand-up set that's like one person, they get an hour, 40 minutes, whatever, to like build the set. I don't like this like 12 different comedians come out for 3 minutes each, tell 2 jokes about, you know, hey, remember when Trump was the president? What was up with that? And then like, okay, well, Jeff Ross is coming on now. Did you know that there's a show on I think Netflix tried to bury it, but I scrolled for like 2 hours one night and found it. It's the worst show idea I could possibly fathom in my entire life, and the natural, logical endpoint of our content fixation on feeding the beast, okay? Let me make sure I got this right. Jeff Ross, Historical Roast. The show is called Historical Roast. Nobody is safe from the insults thrown at them by Roastmaster General Jeff Ross, even if they're dead. Ross and some of his comedic friends don period-appropriate garb to roast historical figures in this anachronistic comedy series. Other historical figures who have some connection to the roastee take the dais to show off their comedic chops with a modern twist. Where else can you see John Wilkes Booth roast Abraham Lincoln with the 19th century men being portrayed by Full House co-stars John Stamos and Bob Saget, respectively? Other figures from history who get roasted include Freddie Mercury, civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr., and all-time boxing great Muhammad Ali. I'm sorry, Netflix. There's no way I'm gonna watch that shit. That sounds like the roasts are already like so cringe to me, but then like turning them into epic rap battles of history is so much worse. Also, how are you gonna roast Martin Luther King Jr.? It seems like a bad idea, man. Like, you know, Abraham Lincoln, I don't know, it's been 150 years. Freddie Mercury, I mean, he's a singer, you know, he could have a sense of humor about that, but I don't know. Martin Luther King Jr. just seems ill-advised, man. I'm rolling. I'm war chesting. Oh, man. Anyway, I just, I saw the thumbnail for that show, and I was like, this shit has gone on way too far. I mean, I think it's telling that the best moment in 25,000 Comedy Central roasts is the situation in the roast on Donald Trump. Speaking about Melania Trump. No, but you gotta hand it to her. She married him for love. She loves money. At which point the audience goes, boo! Oh, man. It's so funny. Oh, man. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the Netflix comedy specials have sucked lately. Like, I get it. We all live through lockdown, okay? We don't... Does every special already heard what like 75 comedians think of the vaccines? Like, I'm over it, man. Make your own if you're so funny? No, I'll just, like, watch good ones. Like, just make some good ones. Like, I still gotta see the Mike Birbiglia one. But for some reason, Netflix doesn't want me to watch the new Mike Birbiglia one. They don't put it on my front page. Instead, on the front page, they put the damn new Cat Williams special. Okay, it was Spider Butt in there. I think I'm out of here anyway. Did you see Inside? Yes. Inside, it was incredible. And I say that as somebody, in case you missed it, last year, I had not been familiar with any of Bo Burnham's work before Inside, and explored none of it after it as well, but I thought Inside was fantastic. The Hanged Man. Let me check on this. Turns player into the keeper for 30 seconds. I can live with that. Cat Williams is one of the GOATs. Put some respect on his name. Excuse me, I did put respect on his name when I said that we shouldn't make fun of him for getting beaten up by that 12-year-old, because the 12-year-old was really tall. And honestly, kind of like, they swarmed him. They swarmed Cat Williams. I know the way that it was... the story was portrayed was that Cat Williams got into a fight with a 12-year-old and lost. He actually basically got mobbed by a 12-year-old and his friends, and like the only way he could get out was with a sucker punch, but that's not how that went down, obviously. Ooh. My coins, excuse me, my war chest. More. Deep pockets, very helpful. No doubt about that. Hey, great thing about member shops. Even when you don't get a shop, you get a shop. Okay, this is incredible. I think we love all of this. Let's start with this, though. The Pimp Chronicles is the funniest stand-up special of all time, and that's facts. I've been watching a little Gabrielle Iglesias whenever I go to my in-laws' house. Whenever they put on Netflix, they put on some fluffy specials. I've been broadening my horizons a little bit. Ooh. Gotta love Fluffy. I mean, honestly, I'm a snob. But it could be worse. Like, when I was watching the Fluffy specials, I was like, there are worse comedians than this. I get why this guy is, like, popular. That's something I would not say for every comedy special I end up watching. Isn't he dead? Gabriel Iglesias is not dead. He's playing like sold out baseball stadiums every 25 seconds across the United States of America. He's dead? What are you he's not dead. Why is everyone saying he's dead? OMG, he does. OMG, he dies. Because he is? He did not die! He just died? I can't believe you tricked me into Googling this. Hold on. Gabriel Iglesias. He's so alive. Why do they call him Fluffy? So how did he get the name Fluffy? A cat, jokes Gabriel. No, one time I called myself fat around my mom, and she was like, you're not fat, you're fluffy. Okay. He's brought along a trunk full of mystery items, and Rachel Ray has to guess what they are. Watch the hilarious game in the video below. Okay, I'm not gonna watch Rachel Ray try to guess what items are in Fluffy's mystery trunk. I'm sorry, I'm never gonna do that. You're well within your rights to ask, but I'm never gonna do that. Have you seen it? It's hilarious. It was uploaded at 6 a.m. and it has 1 view. Too edgy for me. It's true. It's a little edgy for me. I just prefer comedy that's like, you know, it's not so rude like that. Holy cow, I made it. Did you see that dodge? Look at my insane pace. Comedy is an ancient practice. It dates back to the Bible era. Even Adam and Eve have comedy in their lives. No comedian should ever have the threat of violence held over their head in order to get them to stop telling the truth. At the same time, we can't get on stage and just say whatever we want. As possibly the most offensive comedian of all time, I have but 3 more words to say. No more bullshit. So brave, so brave. This is a good pill. It's tears up. Why is this good run feeling like so ass? Was that a copy pasta? No, that's Tim Heidecker bravely speaking out both against and in favor of Will Smith and Chris Rock after the infamous slap at the Oscars this year. I thought he said what everyone was thinking, literally. Blessed Penny? Honestly, I could, but I've just decided we've come too far. I'll just take a range up instead. Isn't Anthony Fantano doing an interview with Tim Heidecker? I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I knew that I was doing an interview with Tim Heidecker. Because, like, you know he's not going to be sincere, right? So are you going to have to, like, you know, you're going to have to jab with him? I don't think I could jab with him. He was actually just sincere. Isn't he dead? Come on. He's often sincere in interviews. What about the interview at the Telluride Film Festival in Colorado where he said he's here with his fellow piss drinkers? Yeah, we're just here drinking each other's piss. That didn't seem very sincere. That was sincere? It didn't seem sincere, the way the camera cut away. Bro, come on. Thank you. Thank you. Finally. I move away from the mic to drink piss. Me too. Me too. Tezonde.eth. Me too. I don't know. PhD is pretty good. Would you ever drink your own piss on stream? I'm going to go ahead and say, like, probably not. That's going to be like a negative on that one, I would say. Strikes me as fairly unlikely that I would drink my own piss on stream. Coward. Dude, I cannot drink my own piss right now. It would kill me. I honestly think like if I had a DQ Blizzard right now, it could prove fatal to me. I have to be very like careful with myself. You know how they say like if you played 100 Gex for like a peasant in the 1600s, they would literally die? That is like me right now. I am basically like that guy. I have to be very careful about what I'm exposed to right now. I gotta treat myself better than he can. Is this Shawn Mendes? Whatever. Okay, you know what? I didn't even want that item anyway. How does this guy know about 100 Gex? Because I'm cool. Because you don't know any 33-year-olds. You think that I'm uncool because of the fact that, like, I drive a car sometimes. But in actuality, like, I'm way cooler than the average 33-year-old you ever meet in your entire life. Without a doubt. My dad knows about 100 Gex? Yeah, probably because you won't shut up about it, but he loves you because you're his child. So even though it's insufferable, he, like, tolerates it just in order to spend some time with you because you won't talk about things that he's actually interested in because he's old and thus you don't value his opinion that much. Instead, you'll only talk to somebody if you actually get to talk about your interests because you're self-centered. So that's probably why your dad knows about 100 Gex, okay? Maybe you should talk to him about like how he feels about the difference between Lowe's and the Home Depot next time. I'm sure he's got a lot of thoughts on it. He's trying to get out. He can't talk to your mom about it because she's already heard about it like 70 times. Maybe you should just let him talk. That's the spirit of like human conversation is like you get to talk about something you're interested in and then I listen politely and then I talk about something that I'm interested in. What do you talk to your dad about? The NHL, that's a big one, for sure. Little Caesar. We talk about Little Caesar from time to time. The news. 31 cents. It's perfect. Scythe tears! Exclamation mark. Price of gas. You have boomer interests. It's not an even playing field. Just you wait till like, 10 years from now when 100 Gex is a boomer band. Wow, this guy still listens to 100 Gex. LOL. I bet he couldn't even name 6 Steely Dan songs. By the way, can I say this? Like, as long as I'm excising the chips on my shoulders, I'm very disappointed I didn't ratio Apollo. Apollo made a tweet that said, "This is the year I finally get a manager and stop leaving so much money on the table." That shit got like 500 likes. I replied, "What getting one mortgage does to an MFer? It got like 497 likes. Come on. How do you cultivate an audience that lets you get away with tweeting shit like that? If I tweeted that, can you imagine the response if I tweeted, "This is the year I finally get a manager and stop leaving so much money on the table"? I'm not even going to point out that the guy did a subathon like 3 months ago where he had like 75,000 concurrent subscribers. But there was, and I'm glad that the response to me would be like this. But if I tweeted that, the response to me would be like, wow, kind of a bad take as we enter another recession. Wow, streamer only cares about analytics. Streamer only cares about the money, blah, blah, blah. Response to Apollo's tweet was like, we love a dog who's fiscally responsible. I'm like, what the hell? Our audience are like so diverged, man. I literally have like lethal gastroenteritis right now. People in my chat roll up. The 70-month subscriber. They're like, hey, how's your asshole feeling today? It's crazy. But I do have to say, I don't know if it's like something wrong with me or something right with me. I am happy to have an audience that holds my feet to the flame. Because iron sharpens iron, okay? I don't even want Dark Bum. I don't think we need it. Alright, fine. We'll take it. It's pretty good. So we're allowed to give you shit? Well, don't act like I gave you permission for the first time ever. Just read chat for like 10 minutes consecutively. At any given day. People are already saying this shit. I'm fighting a battle in my gut right now. I barely don't qualify on like Speed Chase on Fall Guys, a course that I've seen one time in my entire life. People are like, lol, how are you so bad? Drives me crazy, man. Have you tried Activia? I don't support any product associated with Jamie Lee Curtis, except Everything Everywhere All at Once. Sorry, I didn't mean to call Everything Everywhere All at Once a product, when obviously it's a work of art. You gotta get some probiotics, homie. I didn't realize there were medical doctors in the chat. As a medical doctor, you should know it's probably irresponsible to diagnose someone with not even just a problem, but what the cure to that problem is, just from hearing a description of what their symptoms are in Twitch chat. But I probably shouldn't have to tell you that. I mean, you went through all that medical school. Just got here. Are you going to the Fortnite tournament in Saudi Arabia? Listen, not anymore. Apparently, like, the internet's not so chill. Back in the day, nobody would have batted an eye. Now, like, people were like, oh, human rights and ethics and stuff. And I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to, like, orange justice here. But I'll tell you, this is the year that I finally hire a manager and stop leaving so much money on the table. I wasn't even asked for the Fortnite tournament, which makes me think that the organizers had probably seen me play Fortnite. And they were like, we don't want this associated with our brand. They were like, oh, we can't invite this guy. Think about all the beating we'll take in the public press. No, thank you. By the way, we're going to win. Don't even question it. Don't get it twisted. Do get it twisted. It is nice. I can't deny it. 4 seconds of invincibility every time we get hit. It's kind of sick. You will win millions of dollars. Hey, NL, did you see my tweet about the corn dog donut? I didn't. I would, I guess. If you tweeted it to me one more time after I beat Isaac, I will go to my Twitter account and I will look at it and see what it looks like. I'm kind of open to it. I've been getting back into donuts in a real way, which again might be is one of the. I've got like a Knives Out style murder mystery for like why my stomach is so messed up right now. Copious consumption of Granville Island donuts is like, it's a minor character right now, but you never know. Sometimes you're like, there's no way that that person's responsible, and then you're like, what the hell? David Cage. They committed a murder while they were on screen, but I was not able to see it? How did that happen? You need more fiber? So true. That's definitely what's causing it. When I Google my symptoms, the first thing WebMD says is you need more fiber in your diet. Thank you for your valued feedback. Okay, I'm going to go check it out here. I'm going to check out my Twitter account. And I'm going to see the corn dog donut. My corn dog donut, where, excuse me, it was here like 1 second ago. Here it is. Say hello to corn dog donuts, the newest creation. Why am I on a damn... What the hell website is this? Get Billy to the finish line. Our fiscal year ends on June 30th and we need to raise $23,000 to make our budget. I don't even know who you are, Billy. I just went to your website to learn about corn dog donuts and now you... Like, I don't... Is Billy Penn a guy? This is a Philadelphia local news website. Okay. Look, I support local print media. I am a little insulted when they write non-local news and then that news goes viral. And then me in Vancouver for reading about corn dog donuts, I'm now guilt-tripped into supporting a Pennsylvania newspaper. I don't live in Pennsylvania, okay? I understand, but if you're gonna write about corn dog donuts, it's gonna go global. Support us, Pennsylvania rocks. You guys should be able to support your damn selves. Okay, it's a corn dog donut, and it's Okie Dokie owner's Carol Haas gift to herself. It's my birthday, so to celebrate, I combined two things: hot dogs and donuts, served with a side of deli mustard for dipping. The mashup is only available for walk-up ordering on Friday. Ha confirmed to excited commenters swooning over her social media post. If things go well, they can expect more corn dog donuts in the future. Bonus for sensitive eaters, the treat is entirely soy, gluten, and nut-free. Bonus for sensitive eaters, the hot dog-filled donut has no nuts in it. Incredible content. I mean, it looks delicious, don't get me wrong. A circular corn dog donut. It looks tasty. N is for the way you nut at me, by the way. Don't tweet me. The grubbin mixed with, or mashed up with Morpico, Morbin. Okay, this is funny. This is a very humorous post. Thank you. Okay, now get me off Twitter. I could be on that damn website all day. Let's open these up. How we doing here? Whew, they're all bad. What else is new? Okay, that's pretty good. Just do a Twitter scroll segment. I would never do a Twitter scroll segment. Because again, like sometimes, like I follow YouTubers and some YouTubers are like degenerates, man. Sometimes I'll just be like minding my own business, then I'm scrolling through Twitter and there's like a bound up like anime succubus or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? Now I gotta go masturbate. Oh man. And I'm like, why would you retweet this? And they're like, dude, I'm a connoisseur of art. And I'm like, what the hell? Anyway. Please do a TikTok for you page segment. No, TikTok's in the process of being banned again, right? They need to ban that app so I don't spend all day thinking about how I could have been a TikTok super celebrity because I was on the app relatively early and got a lot of traction. Donald Trump said he was going to ban the app. So I was like, well, I don't have a lot of free time, so I'm not going to waste my time on this app that's about to get banned for, like, you know, so many of the internet's user base. And then they didn't even, and then he lied. He lied. I don't believe it. I find that very hard to believe. TikTok has a capped creator fund. I don't think TikTok is good for monetization in general. Like, I definitely saw some posts that were like, here's what it's like to be a TikTok creator. I have 7 million followers, and from the creator fund last month, I made $36. And I'm like, that is not good. Did you hear that Kevin Durant got traded? Excuse me, from my favorite team, the Brooklyn Nets. They traded the third best player in the NBA, Kevin Durant. He got traded. He requested a trade. He's not going to leave. It's the best city on earth. Love the Nets, baby. He's not leaving. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. He's not leaving. Third best is very generous. I don't know. He's pretty good. Do you have a Durant in Pokemon Go? I do. I do have a Kevin in Pokemon Go. And much like with all my other Pokemon in Pokemon Go, now whenever I catch another one, I just immediately send it to the grinder. Especially because Durant doesn't evolve anyway. He's just like a weird looking kind of like beetle, right? Okay, slash marker. He's an ant. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. We'll call that TBOI1. Okay, let's send another one back. Ah, I swear to you. Oh, man. I went to click on choose prediction, but I recently moved around the panels on my Twitch dashboard, so I ran advertisements. Oh, man. Let's go. Free money.